Well, obviously Graham's a big pull for me. I worked with him at South Shields for 7 years, and he promoted me through to captain and then through to assistant manager there, and working alongside him day in day out full time. We've got very similar thoughts on how we believe the game should be played, and also like the efforts and the standards and behaviours of the lads. And so yeah, as soon as he asked that question, I don't think I was ever going to turn him down. And then Blyth itself, it's a club that obviously I've known a lot about, been up here in the North East for over 10 years now, and playing for Gateshead and being around the area. So yeah, the two together, it's a fantastic opportunity for myself.
As you say, working with Graham at South Shields, being highly successful there, and all about his playing style, what he expects. Does that, as you say, you touched into it there, but does that align into your own coaching ideology moving forward? Yeah,
look, if no matter how much I like Graham, if he was shift it, smash it, shell it down the pitch, blood and thunder, just football, I probably wouldn't have said yes. At South Shields we played a certain brand of football that I was fortunate enough to play a part in and loved. It fed into the same way that I coach within the academy, and that fed through to working together with the first team. So yeah, I know, like I say, I know how he demands off the players. I know it's a high pressure way of playing, because playing the way we do, it'll put pressure on us. If we give the ball away, there's chances against us. But that's part and parcel of it for me. The game's supposed to be played a certain way. We will no doubt play that way. Graham's got high standards, and I'll try and help him as best I possibly can to implement those for the team.
As you say, sort of touching off base now, straight into pre-season, it's all kick-starting. First session in, how do you feel you settled, having led a proportion of it, and how do you think the lads fared?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Look, I've been coaching now for 8 years, alongside playing, so it's something that I love doing. You never know when you first walk in how the players are going to take you. It's a mixed group at the minute. Obviously we've got the experienced lads and some lads that have been signed on here for a while, and some new faces through the door. So it was about just getting the ball out, have a little bit of fun, obviously get their legs and lungs working a little bit, and I think everybody showed us that they want to be here. Everybody showed us that they're ready to work, and bought into everything we did. So yeah, first session was excellent. Obviously I've got a bit of a sweat on, I joined in with a bit of it. So yeah, more like that for the rest of pre-season. I'm sure we'll be in a good place by the time the season kicks off.
And obviously you have vast experience across the Football League, featured prominently for Gateshead as well, scoring a lot of goals there, but last season playing your trade with Dunstan, playing as a centre half for the majority of the time. Is there a particular area that you'll be focusing on as sort of backing up Graham coming into the season?
Well, we've obviously, like you said, we've worked together a lot before. Graham was a Premier League goal scoring striker and 10 attacking midfield player. So when we've worked together in the past, I do have obviously a focus on playing at centre back. I played it under him at Shields at centre back for 6 years, 7 years, as well as, like you said, Dunstan last season. So look, we've got a similar view on how the whole team will play from back to front, but I'm sure, like anybody, it would be silly of me to not want to hear him or the players not to use that experience of being a striker. And in the same way, I played up there myself for a lot of years, but right now my focus for the last 6-7 years has been at centre back around these lower league levels. So yeah, we can lean on each other for a lot of things.
And finally, sort of, we're 2 weeks away now from our first pre-season fixture against North Shields. I mean, heading into the schedule as well, it's just sort of, it's coming quick. As you say, first session today. I mean, do you have a sort of message to go out to the Blyth fans as it's rapidly approaching to the National League North campaign?
Yeah, well look, the first game, I can't wait for the first game. I can't wait to be, out on the sideline with the players ready to go. North Shields will always be a special place for Graham. He's obviously had history there as well, so it's a great first fixture for us to find our feet, work together, see how we're going to perform. And look, the season's a long time away really, 6 weeks, I know it comes round fast, but we're going to put as much work in between now and then to make sure that, last year I know was a tough season. The aim is obviously to pull away from that, be pushing higher up the league and giving ourselves the best opportunity to one, impress the fans, work together as a club, between ourselves, the club, the fans, to have an enjoyable season. And we're going to give it everything we possibly can for 6 weeks to get the players in the right frame of mind, to bring the right players into the group, to help and strengthen and have a good season in front of us.